thanks for joining us. What's your role at Michelin?
Well, I'm in charge of motorsports for Canada.
Yeah.
And so my role here is to basically support our newest series, our newest series with Porsche. It's called the Porsche GT3 Cup Challenge by Michelin. And this is the first Canadian series that we've had here since the Michelin Honda series a while back. So we're really proud of that. And it's a truly Canadian series. We're working with Porsche Canada. All of the race car drivers are Canadian. So we're really proud of that, and it's great, I think, for motorsports in Canada.
Now, with the GT3 Cup Canada, are you using the same tires and everything that are used around the globe in that series?
Yeah, essentially yes. In fact, they are Michelin racing tires for commercial use, and they are essentially made for Porsche race cars that are used in all the series around the world. And they're literally engineered side by side. A Michelin engineer and a Porsche engineer come up with the best solution, and that's the same product across the globe.
Other than the obvious, the slick technology, how much tech is shared between the race tires and the OE fitments? Is there any similarities?
Well, basically what we do, why we race, right, is obviously because of our passion for winning. And in fact, Michelin has been racing, since like the 19th century, okay, when we first invented a detachable tire, okay, and this was a race in Paris, and that's when the Michelin brothers got interested in racing. Yeah. And ever since then, because what can we do? I mean, we have test tracks, right, and we have test drivers, and they'll test the tires. But what better way to actually test them than in a racing environment? Sure. Where there's, the will to win is there, and so we're really abusing the tires, and we use that technology. What we learned for street tires. For example, the Pilot Super Sport, our latest tire that we just came out, uses 2/3 of the technology that we use in there come directly from what we learned in Le Mans, endurance racing.
So there is a definite link from the racing technology back to what the consumer drives on.
Oh, absolutely. That's why we do it.
That's cool. So tell us about this facility. I mean, you're surrounded by stacks and stacks of tires.
Yeah, and this, the competitors use generally about 200 tires every race, about 3 sets per race. Okay. And in fact, that is not a huge amount because we pride ourselves in making tires that last a long time. So they not only last long, but their performance doesn't wear out. It stays consistent throughout the race, and that's what the competitors tell us. So right here, we're behind Braden Motorsports, who's one of our 2 exclusive race tire distributors, and they service the track, they service the competitors here, and we have a race tire engineer here as well, with every team just making sure that they're using the right pressures and getting the most out of their tires.
Just for enthusiasts that are watching, what's the difference pricing-wise between a set of 4 racing tires as compared to what somebody would pay for on their performance car on the street?
Right. Well, in terms of racing tires, this costs about $2,500 a set. So not for your average use. It's obviously a specialized product. But when you go to the store, let's say you have an Audi A6 and a set of Michelin tires, it's quite affordable in terms of that price range. Because especially for what you get is basically, I think enthusiasts are interested in 3 core performances, and that's traction, wear life, and now fuel economy with gas prices the way they are. So with Michelin, you'll get fantastic traction. You'll get wear life that's bar none. I mean, in fact, well, the Pilot Super Sport, for example, lasts twice as long as the nearest competitor. And the fuel economy, we're all about environmental, impact. We're wary about that. We do something called the Green X Challenge, right, which is with the American Le Mans. And that's all about not only who wins, but who has the least amount of environmental impact in terms of the race.
Sure. Now with the Pilot Sport, you're saying it lasts roughly twice what the closest competitor does. Does the performance level diminish as the tire gets older?
Right. Well, that's usually that's a kind of compromise that's traditional to the tire world. Yeah. Is many tire manufacturers can make a really sticky tire, but will they last long? And Michelin's all about breaking that compromise and making a tire not only is consistent and lasts long, but that has fuel economy as well.
Okay. Well, good stuff. Thanks for talking with us, and have a great day at the track.
Thanks a lot, Gary.
We were talking off air about the facility that you've got here at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park, and what some of the competitors had to say about the setup here. What were they saying to you?
Well, we had the New Jersey Sports Club up last weekend, and they were saying that this is the best trackside facility they'd seen anywhere. They've been to several tracks, Watkins Glen, Road America, and nobody has a shop like we have set up here. So it was kind of exciting to hear that, because we're very proud of this shop. We worked very hard to make it a world-class facility.
And what support do you offer for the teams while they're here?
Well, we have tires from Michelin, BF Goodrich, other tire brands that people order, we'll bring in for them. Our air is dry air, which is very important for racers. We have nitrogen, so we'll fill with dry air and then we'll fill the tires with nitrogen. All our equipment, no crowbar tire machines, so we don't have to worry about the rims getting damaged. Our balance equipment is state-of-the-art, it's laser harmonic balancing, so we offer the best of everything that you can offer to somebody at the track, and that's kind of been our goal from day one.
Yeah. With there's a lot of the tire chains have been marketing nitrogen to consumers. Do you think it's worthwhile? Does the expense offset the inconvenience of needing to top up with nitrogen and whatnot?
I believe it does, and I mean the racers believe it does. There's a less increase in pressure, which means there's going to be more even tire wear. That's why the racers use it. It's easier for them to set the pressures on a car, street car. You have less increase in pressure, so that means you're going to get a more even tire wear. So I think it's a much better alternative. Sure.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.